Shalom. This is the brother Gamal Yala out of GMS ATL, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Also double honors to the apostles, the elders that rule well. And also Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth with sincerity. Alright, I'm going to do a lesson on this video that I just saw, basically about the super rich. They have these underground luxury condos that they've moved into. Now we know that they have a lot of underground bunkers and underground cities. Alright, and the reason they're doing this is because they know that there's an impending doom on America. They know that there's going to be nuclear strikes that's gonna hit America. Alright. And also there's going to be absolute chaos in the streets. Alright, so they're investing their money into trying to escape that judgment. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and then I'm going to talk a little bit and bring out some precepts. Here it is.
Next.
We take security very seriously here. It's a survival condominium.
What's it all worth? We've got our secret live super tally coming up.
The rich have homes for skiing. They have homes for sunbathing. But we found some super rich who have homes for the end of the world.
Alright, you see that nuclear blast? Alright, and that shows you that they know. Alright, I'm going to go ahead on.
Come on in. I'm not in the mood for snow right now. This is Oceanside. This is San Francisco Beach. Here's the San Francisco Marina.
Larry Hall is not your average developer. He's taken a decommissioned missile silo and turned it into luxury homes, so the super rich can survive the apocalypse in style.
And if you've ever seen one of these tunnels when they were used in the military, they look nothing like this. We are in the space that was previously occupied by an intercontinental ballistic missile.
The wealthy today have become the most paranoid part of our population. You know, they're buying gold and burying it in their backyards. They're buying property overseas so they can escape at a moment's notice. And in their desk drawers, many of them have escape kits with parachutes in case they have to jump out the window.
These silos.
Alright, so as you see, alright, these super rich, alright, they're paranoid, man, because they know that really, they know the Lord is coming back, man. They know that the Lord is coming back with vengeance. All right, and they know that this place, they know that there's a lot of prophecy to be fulfilled, and they know that, you know, these missiles are going to hit America. All right, so they're paranoid, man. They're scared shitless, and these, you know, they know who the men of the Lord are. All right, they know that there's going to be absolute chaos in the streets and famine. Alright, so you have a lot of people that are trying to, you know, escape America, alright, and you know, live underground. Alright. And I got a precept. This is Psalms 1 and 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment. Alright, so they're not gonna stand. Alright, you know, they're not going to withstand that judgment, the Lord's judgment, man. The ungodly, let me see, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Alright, you see that? So, for the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Alright, so the way of the ungodly, man, these wicked people, man, they're trying to escape that judgment, but they're really gonna perish. Alright, now I'm gonna keep the video going.
Designed to literally withstand a direct nuclear strike and still be able to launch the missile that was protected inside of it.
So you hear that? That it can survive a nuclear strike and protect the missile that's inside of it.
Is ever fired, it will obliterate its target.
This facility is capable of being off-grid indefinitely, so it's a very expensive requirement to meet.
The location was so secretive, we can only tell you that it's somewhere in central Kansas.
This was engineered to withstand a nuclear strike. You pretty much encompass anything from a pandemic to solar flares to global climate change to terrorism to dirty bombs to radiation to, you name it, earthquakes, severe weather. This facility is inclusive protection for all of those. We take security very seriously here. It's not only the nature of the facility because it's a survival condominium, but a lot of the clients, the people that buy in here, are used to a high level of security. Our clients are former NFL players, we've had authors, we've had a few movie stars.
Larry tells us this silo can support 70 people, but survival's gonna cost you. For a full floor, it's $3 million, half floor, $1.5 million. Oh, and Larry says he's sold out. And there's a waiting list. And he's already working on Silo 2.
The bankers aren't lending on conventional homes, let alone nuclear-hardened condominiums, so everyone has to have cash to buy one of these.
Yeah, imagine the guy at JP Morgan Chase writing this mortgage, nuclear...
Let alone nuclear-hardened condominiums, so everyone has to have cash to buy one of these.
Wait a minute, I missed that, brother, so let me go back a little bit.
Oh, and Larry says he's sold out. And there's a waiting list. And he's already working on Silo 2.
The bankers aren't lending on conventional homes, let alone nuclear-hardened condominiums, so everyone has to have cash to buy one of these.
Alright, so, basically it's like either you have the money or you don't. But they're taking cash for these things, and eventually, we know that this is going to become a cashless society. I'm pretty sure you got to have a chip to get in this thing anyway. They probably have a chip entry.
Imagine the guy at JP Morgan Chase writing this mortgage, nuclear-hardened condominiums. Is that a jumbo mortgage, sir? Not gonna happen.
We actually have our own jail cell, which is nearing completion right here. Let's face it, it's possible for someone to have a bad day. We can, bring them in here and let them cool down. This is the pharmacy window. When it's operational, it's a licensed Kansas pharmacy. So we will have at least 7 years worth of medication for anyone that's an owner in here that has prescriptions. Let's talk about toilet paper. If you had to have toilet paper for 70 people for, let's say, 7 years, it would take more than an entire floor just to store the toilet paper. Can't do that. That's some pretty expensive toilet paper. We have these toilets that are a combination regular toilet, but they have a bidet seat, and they have computer programmable wash cycles, and you can set everything from the temperature to the how hard the spray is and the spray pattern, and you can personalize your bathroom experience. These lower pie-shaped trays are the hydroponic tanks, and these grow any variety of things. We have everything from lettuce and kale to onions and carrots. These round, taller tanks over here are the aquaponics. These are where we'll raise 3 different species of tilapia. People say these are far-fetched and they're hypotheticals that won't happen. Read the headlines. I think it's the value that you put on the safety aspect in the what-if scenario is an incredibly tangible peace of mind to add to the dollar value of the investment.
Luxury bunkers? Sounds bonkers, right? Totally insane, but in my experience covering the wealthy, it makes total sense. In fact, I'm just surprised there are not more of these things being built.
Alright, so as you see, man, the man just said, he said that, it's not ridiculous. It's not a ridiculous idea, he said, because you're paying for the amount of safety. But little do they know, man, they're not going to be safe, man. you see their agriculture thing, you know, their little fish tanks and you know, growing, you know, they can grow things, different things and stuff. So, you know, that's only gonna last for so long, man, because as the scriptures say, after the elect, Lord willing, you know, we're part of that number. But the elect, after they come back from the really from the wilderness, all right, we're gonna dig them out. All right, we're gonna dig these devils out. All right, and find them. All right. Now I have another precept. This is Job 11:20. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail. So the eyes of the wicked, these are the eyes of the wicked, man. They have their eyes set on trying to escape this judgment. But listen, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost. So their hope is gonna be dead, man. Their hope, man. Look, man, there's no hope for them. Basically, it says they shall not escape. So they're not gonna escape that judgment, man. It's not gonna happen. The Most High has already, you know, has this thing set up already. All right, now this is Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, all right, and when you look up that word hell, all right, the blue letter actually goes off a little bit because it says Sheol, which is more than likely Sha'al in the Lashawan Kadash, but it says underworld, grave, pit. All right, and as you know, the underworld, that's going off because there's no such thing as you know, a so-called hell. Now, when you go into the etymology dictionary, all right, it says netherworld, abode of the dead, infernal regions, place of torment for the wicked after death. So that we know that's going off as well. But when you go to, it says, when you read on, it says literally concealed place, a cave, all right, to cover, conceal. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to conceal themselves. All right, they're trying to cover. They're trying to cover themselves from this judgment, from the Most High's judgment. So that's what that word means. Now, let me see. Let me read on. Or was that it on that? Oh, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Alright, so the Lord's hand is going to take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Because you're going to have a lot of them that are going to try to go into these satellites and live, you know, just be off the earth, man, and go into the heavens, go into the solar system. All right, so as I said before, man, you know, I just saw that video and I was kind of, you know, just sparked my interest. I just wanted to show brothers, you know, the depths that these devils are gonna go into, you know, and you know they're trying to find that comfort and peace of mind, you know, to escape this judgment. But Most High, you know, He's gonna put a screw in there, a monkey wrench in their plan, man. But that's pretty much it on that, man. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom.